yoga class, and look where we are, neck point. So this is where summer yoga is. This is just a little taste, if you've never been down, what we do here and how beautiful and amazing it is. It's early morning, so this would be like our early morning class, which I keep trying to inspire people to come down and join us. So I thought I would take advantage of this beautiful weather and a little sneak peek of what our summer classes are like. And joining us. Coming up to the tops of your mat, and let's begin.
Let's just see if we can find balance between the right foot and the left foot, between all three mounts, big toe, little toe, and heel. Let's inhale our shoulders up towards our ears. Exhale, draw them wide and back. Inhale, bring them forward, up the ears. Exhale, two more. Inhale, and exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale up to the ears, roll them back, and allow them just to widen the upper back. Let's bring our focus back down to our feet, drawing the arches of the feet away from our mat, lifting that energy up through the shins, softening the knees and drawing those knees up into the Let's lift up through the thighs, internally rotating slightly, allowing the sit bones to open up, and let that tail lengthen down. A gentle lift of the pelvic floor, draw the navel in and up. And then lift the spine, vertebrae upon vertebrae. Tucking the chin slightly, lift the crown of the head, lining ears and shoulders and hips. And then find your breath as you inhale deeply into your belly, wide into the waist, up into your lungs. Exhaling from the lungs, the belly, and out the nose. Our next breath, let's spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale the hands all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, hinge the hips, bend the knees, and sweep out. Inhale, lift up. And exhale like an accordion flow. And inhale to lift. And exhale, lengthening your tail towards the back end of your mat. Bending those knees forward but not past the toes. And lengthening out the spine as you. Let's inhale all the way up. And then reach down towards the right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate open towards the left. Inhale, lift up. And reach that left hand down towards the ground. And inhale up. And rotate from the waist and open up the other side. Let's inhale all the way up. And this time as you exhale, swan dive forward, lifting your tail, allowing the belly to rest on your thighs, the chest towards your knees, the shoulders a little shake, maybe look side to side. Release tension through the neck and the upper spine. Let's start to round up vertebrae upon vertebrae. Lifting all the way up tall, take a breath in, roll the shoulders back. And exhale, back down you come, tucking the chin, rounding out, slowly lower to the ground. Let's lower the sit bones, inhale the hands all the way up, take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to lift. And exhale to fold. And inhale to lift. Reach down with that left hand. Come on all the way up. And rotate open to the right. Inhale to lift. Exhale, reach that right hand down. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, rotate through the waist and open to the left. Inhale the hands all the way up. Exhale, swan forward. Lift the tail. Give the shoulders. Tuck the chin, round up. Vertebrae on vertebrae. Tucking the tail under. Roll the shoulders back. And go. One vertebrae at a time. Lower the sit bones down. Lift those hands up. Come into that. Lengthening from the crown of the head up to the tail. Feeling supported in the feet. Knees pointing towards the second and third toe. And lift that left foot. Press it in front. Bumping the hip out slightly. Bring balance over top of that right foot. Draw that navel in. Pull that pelvic floor up. Step that left foot back. Toes turn forward. Big hip with the body. And lengthen on out. Feel the heel press into your front and down. Lift up onto your toe. And press that heel. Inhale, come up. And exhale. And inhale. And come back down. Let's stand up nice and tall. Curl the toe under. 15 body weight over to that right leg. Lifting out of the pelvis. Release your foot. Curl the toe under and lift up. Feeling that stretch through toes up through the front of the shin. Front of the ankle. Release. Inhale, lift. Keep lifting out of that right hip. Draw that pelvic floor up. Here for the other side as we sink back into our chair pose. Shift our body weight over to that left side, pressing the right foot out in front. Again, pulling up through the pelvic floor to stabilize to that pelvis. Step that right foot. Heel to the ground, toes turn forward, feet hip width apart. Inhale up into the toe, lower down to the heel. Inhale to the toe, down to the heel. Inhale and exhale. And one more breath. And lower. Coming up, curling that toe under, lifting out of the front, up through the ankle, the shin. Supporting through the left, draw the navel in and up, pull up through the pelvic floor. Draw the toe under, curl and lift. And release. And curl and lift. And one more time. Keep lifting up the pelvic floor, up through the navel. Support through that left. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. Shift the body weight to the right. Push. Find that balance and then step back with that left foot. Toe turn forward, come on up. Exhale, lower down. This time draw the knee in towards the reach it back. Inhale up into the floor. Come on down. Curl the knee towards the chest. And reach it back. Inhale up. Exhale. Draw the navel to the spine, around out through the back. And reach. And one more. Draw that knee in. Pull the tummy in. Hold. And reach that back foot back. Come into warrior 3. Press and heel back, toe to the ground. Try to bring those hips parallel to the floor, shifting your body weight slightly to the right. And then unhinge, curl the toes under. Lift up through the front of the chin, up through the ankle, up through the base of the toes. Inhale all the way up, sink back into. Press right foot forward this time, find your balance pose. And then take that right leg back. Heel to the ground, toes forward, inhale, come up. Exhale, heel to the ground. Let's draw knee to chest. Take it back. Inhale, come up. Lower heel to ground. Knee to chest. Step back. Inhale up. Lower. Knee to chest, navel to spine. And step. And again. Let's do one more time. Up to the toe, back to the heel. Into the chest. Reach back. Pressing the heel down towards the back of your mat. Toe to the ground. Coming into that warrior 3 balance pose. Draw up through the pelvic floor, shifting your body weight to the left slightly, hips towards the ground, unhinge, curl the toe under, lift up through that right foot. Feel the stretch, base of the toes, ankles, shins. Lift up tall and step up. Inhale the hands all the way up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the ground. We're going to slowly round up vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a deep breath in and lower back down you go. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, come forward into chair pose. Step back left foot. Come up onto that toe. Lower down to the ground. Draw knee to chest. Up onto the toe. Down to the floor. Knee to the chest. Step back. Up onto the toe. Heel to the ground. Knee to the chest. Step back. Up on the toe. Down to the heel. Knee to the chest. And press back into that warrior three. Lengthening through the fingertips, out through that back heel. And then open on up, stepping that foot back into our warrior two. Take a look at that front knee over top of the second and third toe. Take a look at that back foot parallel to your mat. And then turn the toe slightly forward. Front foot landing in the arch of the back foot. Bending knee over ankle. Inhale, lift up. And exhale into your warrior two. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale. Spine is tall. Knee towards that second and third toe. Lifting up from the crown of the head. Let's reverse. Lifting up through that front hand. Dropping the back hand down the back leg. Open through the chest and belly. And rotate right hand onto right thigh, left bicep to left ear. Creating this nice long line from ankle to hip, armpit to wrist. Side ankle pose. Inhale, reverse warrior, lengthen the front leg this time. And exhale, windmill those arms. Side ankle pose, or reach that right hand towards that left foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale to reach. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower and reach. Inhale. And exhale. Tight through the tummy. We're going to press out through that right hand and inhale the elbow back. Exhale. And inhale. Taking that hand 90 degrees away from the body. Tight, tight core. Elbow back. Exhale. And inhale that hand down towards the front of the shin. Reaching the other one up towards the sky. Lengthening the front leg as you come into that triangle pose. Left hip on, or right hip on top of right thigh. Bump the left hip out. Open through the chest. Going at a nice long line from the tail through the spine and up through the crown as you slide the left hip open. Coming all the way up tall, turn your toes towards the long side of your mat, lift the hands up. Exhale into a wide-legged forward fold. Knees turn slightly in, rolling the thighs inward, lifting the tail, opening the sit bones. Hands either towards the ankles, towards the back of your mat, or just crossing them, hanging on to the elbows. Let's bring those hands below the chest, lift up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, lower the sit bones down. Turn the toes out slightly, and then shift your body weight over to one side. See if you can bring that knee over top of the ankle, and then you're going to shift side to side. You can use that forearm to open up that knee. You can walk your hands side to side, or you can keep them in the front. You can hold each side for a breath or two, or just move with every breath. Feeling that nice stretch through the groin and the inner thighs. Walking back and forth and keeping the hips back, the weight into the heels. On your last time towards the front, we're going to pivot towards the front of our mat, lifting that back heel up and coming into a nice deep lunge. Lowering the hip bones down, or the hips down, lower the knee, lengthen the toe, feeling that nice stretch through the ankle and into the front of the foot. Walk your hands up onto that right thigh, keeping knee over top of ankle, and let the hip shift forward, but draw in through the navel and up through the pelvic floor. Inhale, left hand up, and exhale, lower. Lengthen from the base of the knee up to the front of the thigh, the hip flexor, the belly, the armpit, the fingers, and lower. Inhale to lift and lengthen, and lower. Inhale to lift all the way up. Let's tuck that thumb towards the back shoulder, lifting the elbow all the way up and all the way down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Thumb to shoulder, lift through the elbows, tricep stretch, lift up and lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale. And reach that hand out in front. Cross the elbow over top of that right thigh. Palms together, elbows lifting. Keeping the hips forward, or lift that back knee and lengthen into a little bit taller lunge. Encouraging the twist from the waist, navel pulls in, rotate vertebrae upon vertebrae, or come up a little taller. Hands to the outside of the thigh, right hand to right hip. Encouraging that chest to slide up towards the hands, lengthening through the crown, relaxing through the shoulders, and breathe. Let's bring those hands back to the ground. Lengthen that front leg, coming into a little modified pyramid, and then lower back into your lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale down into your lunge. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower. On your last lift, stay there. Maybe bring the back foot in a little bit more to bring heel to the ground. Lower your forehead towards your chin, nudging your right hip back to bring those hips parallel to one another. Softening that front knee, but drawing up through the front thigh. Lengthening. Feeling that right hip press towards the back of the mat. And then step those feet together. Let's come up halfway, lift, hands to the shins, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bring your hands to your thighs. Let's come all the way up tall to the sky. Hands down to heart center. We're going to shift our body weight over to our right side. Drawing the left foot up into the belly of the calf or into the belly of the inner thigh. Let's avoid the knee joint or tuck it around the ankle. And come up into tree pose of your choice. Navel lines up right over top of that supporting foot. Left knee rolls open, left thumb squeezes, palms together. Inhale the hands to lift. Exhale, bring those hands out to the side. Inhale, fingers lift. Exhale, palms back together. Inhale to lift up tall. Exhale, palms to open. Fingers to lift. Exhale, palms together. Continue to breathe. Continue to lengthen. Continue to breathe. Let's bring our hands down to our hip pockets on our last breath. Step left foot behind the right foot. Hands can either stack, they can come into reverse prayer position, or they can just tuck into those back hip pockets. And then just shift forward and back till you have equal pressure beneath both feet. Drawing those knees up, hips square to the front, navel pulls in, spine lifts, tucking the chin. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Chin parallel to the earth. Lower the gaze or close your eyes. Inhale to lift, lengthen. Exhale to release tension through the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. And breathe. Inhale the hands all the way up. Shift your body weight back. And exhale, come into tree pose on the other side. Right leg comes up. Spin open through the knee. Hips forward. Using the hands, lift up through the breath. Exhale to the side. And then back together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open up. Inhale to lift through the fingers. Exhale to bring those hands. Inhaling to reach. Exhale. Keeping a little bump in that left hip. Navel over top of the supporting left foot. Let's take one more breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to open. And bring those hands up. Let's inhale those hands all the way up. Tuck those hands behind you. Take that right foot back. Tuck it behind the left heel. Shift forward and back again, finding your balance between both feet. Keeping that chin parallel. Spine is lifted. Joints are lifted. Lower the gaze. Or close your eyes. Let's take one more really deep breath in. And exhale. Step those feet back together. Inhale the hands all the way up. Let's swan dive forward. Lift the tail. Inhale, rolling up vertebrae upon vertebrae. Open through the chest. One big breath. And exhale. Come on back down. Let's sink our sit bones back. Inhale our hands forward, coming into chair. Shift body weight left. Step back right. Inhale up onto that back toe, lower down to the heel. Draw that knee to chest, and then press down to that toe. Up onto the toe, down to the heel, knee to the chest, toe down, heel down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower, knee to chest, and reach it back. One more time. Up onto the toe, lower to the heel. Draw the knee to the chest. In that balance. Press heel back, coming into warrior three. Thumbs turned up, shoulders back. Heel pressing, hips squaring out. Shifting the body weight slightly. Maybe lengthen and lift a little bit more. Opening on up into warrior two on the other side. Front foot landing in the arch of the back foot, toe turned forward, back foot parallel to the back of your mat, and then walk your toe forward. Let's inhale for a little lift out of the front leg. Exhale, sink into your warrior two, knee towards second and third toe. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Let's keep that knee turned open, externally rotating through that left thigh. Lower back arm, lift front arm, open through the chest and the belly. Bringing left hand to left thigh, right bicep to right ear. Sink into your side angle pose, a long line from ankle to hip to armpit to fingertips. This time, inhale, open up, lengthen through that front leg. And exhale to reach. Inhale, open up. Possibly windmill your arms and reach that left hand towards that right foot. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And one more breath. Inhale to lift. And exhale. Bring that hand onto that front leg or use the movement. Press the heel of the hand away 90 degrees to your body and then draw the elbow back. Exhale, push away. Tight, tight, tight tummies. Inhale, open through the chest, draw the elbow back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring that hand down to the inside of the shin, lifting the other arm all the way up. Or lengthen that front leg coming into triangle pose. Dropping left hip bone onto left thigh bone, bumping right hip out. A long line from tail through spine through crown. Let's go ahead and inhale, lift all the way up. Turn your toes towards the long end of your mat and exhale, forward fold. Rolling the thighs inward just slightly, open the sit bones, lift the tail. Grab either to the outside of the legs or towards the end of your mat or cross those elbows. And just allow that spine to decompress. Feel nice and long through the spine, relax through the shoulders, lift through the tail, and breathe. Bring those hands below the shoulders, lift up, turn the toes out slightly, and lower those sit bones. Again, turn those knees in the same direction of the toes, and then shift your body weight over to one side, keeping your body parallel to the earth. Shift over to the other side. Taking your hips back, feeling that stretch through the groin and the inner thighs. You can take it to each side for a couple of breaths or move with every breath. The hands can walk from side to side or they can stay in the middle. You can use the elbow to guide the knee open. Let's take one more time each side. Shifting the hips back, opening through the inner thighs, the groin. And when you come back towards the front, rotate and pivot into that nice deep lunge on the other side. Lengthening that back leg first up through the crown. And then lowering that back knee, lengthening that back toe. Letting your hips sink forward. Walk your body up. Open through the chest. Lengthen and lift tall. Lift that hand all the way up. And exhale, relax. Inhale to lift from the base of the knee up through the hip, the side bodies, the arm, the fingertips, and lower. Inhale to lift. And exhale. Let's reach that arm all the way up. Take thumb towards the back shoulder. Lift the back, the elbow, and come on down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, thumb to shoulder and lift. Lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lift. Let's reach that hand forward and then cross it over top of that left thigh. Tucking the elbow to the outside, maybe lift the back knee, bring palms together, encourage the breastbone up towards the hands or lift a little higher. Find your option. Allow the waist to rotate, the hips to stay square, and open the chest to the side end of your mat. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the neck is long. Let's take one more really long breath and then rotate back to the front. Lengthen on out into that little pyramid and then sink back into your lunge. Lift and lengthen. Sink into your lunge. Lift and lengthen, nudging that left hip back, right hip slightly forward. And let's take one more time. Possibly bring that back leg in a little bit to bring the heel down into your pyramid. Relax forehead to shin bone. Nudging left hip back, right hip slightly forward to bring those hips parallel to your mat. And then lower hands below shoulders, step back into your down dog. Walk your heels out, shift your hips side to side, give them a little stretch. And then come up into toes. Down into that plank or lower to your knees. Chaturanga, come down. Elbows to the back. Inhale, little baby cobra. Little back bend. Exhale, down. Press to the hands. Come on up. And press back into child's pose. Curling that tail right towards your heels. Reaching the hands out in front. Forehead towards your mat. Feeling that nice stretch through the spine and through the bum and the hips as you reach them back. And maybe walk your hands down to your heels, releasing tension through the shoulders, the upper back. And then go ahead and come on up and take your legs in front into cross-legged. Finding those sit bones firm beneath us, even to mat. Let's exhale and turn our gaze to one shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other shoulder. Inhale back to center. Let's exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest at the back of the neck. And then inhale the hands and the gaze wide to the sky. Palms together and down to heart center. And namaste.